Hello everyone. Hope you're all having a great day. Today we will be checking out and continuing the Anne of Narzissenkreuz quest in the Genshin Impact. We are on part 2, which is the Kingdom Through the Looking Glass. And story. Continue onward. So to quickly recap last time, we ran into a bunch of Oceanid constructs with names and personalities, and they're on an adventure, a quest to save the princess from an evil dragon. And we help them get past their first stage, which is getting into the tower, the castle itself. So that's what we're at now. We're inside and continuing onward with Anne. The rest of them sacrificed their bodies, though they did go like, hey, we can be reconstituted in the future, it will be fine, to power the device which will let us get here. And that's where we're continuing on from. Excited to learn more and see where this is going, especially now that we left the party behind. Ah, yes, this mechanic. Okay, guess we opened it already. Let's keep going for it. Or, are we going backwards? Okay, no, we're going the right way. I was checking the meters there, and I'm like, oh. Also put on a Fontaine team to fit the aesthetic. Ooh, what's that? Yeah, obviously we're in some old ruins.
That's,
Oh yeah, and for estimated time of this quest, seems to be about an hour. Knowing me, probably a bit more. So, yeah, nice little short stream, but we did one earlier as well, so I'm all good with that. And we have big Star Rail story stuff tomorrow night, so better not tire myself out. Ooh, is that a sword up there? I do think I see a sword. Fell the shield of Narcissus. It seems like some sort of seal.
that name does fit our adventure up till now, huh?
This is the center of the world. The castle where the dragon lurks. The tower that imprisons the princess. Sometimes it is the lost ancient city of Ys. Sometimes Arcadia. At times it is even golden Hyperborea. Oh, Adventure of Hyperborea! I know we're going to be getting into a bit of that lore with Nod Cry. Hyperborea was mentioned there, and being the former home of, I believe, the Frostmoon Scions. Or was it the Fae? It was one of them, one of the groups. It was like, oh yeah, our former home, Hyperborea. It's like, oh, interesting now. Oh, so that's where this is coming from, or it's been referenced in lore before. Going to Nodcry and finding out more about it. Oh man, that's so exciting. It's so much fun to go back through, or for me to go through for the first time. Checking out these world quests and then seeing the parallels and connections we're getting now in the future, like 2 years later or whatever. It's so neat. Here, many untrodden realms have been conquered. Here, many heroes have defeated evil dragons. This is a place that brims with magic, and I was never really able to understand it. Children could see, through a stone wall, the imaginary griffins that whirl freely in the distant cloud-filled skies. These 4 pools would, in different adventure tales, be the 4 seas, and sometimes the 4 cardinal realms of the world. I could not understand these things either, but to accompany the children on their adventures, I played all sorts of roles.
Are these more those suddenly emerging memories?
Yes. Because Anne, when we met her, was like, I don't know, we're on an adventure, let's find my companions. And now it's like, stories with the children.
Anne, are you alright?
I don't know. I feel very strange. These memories are so beautiful, but terrifying too. Look, there atop that small fountain, That is the holy blade of Narzissenkreuz. Yeah, I was saying there's a sword up there.
Is it really? It looks, kinda cheap.
Behold Paimon, the holy blade. It's like that time with the sword of brilliant valor. Oh, from, Mondstadt. Yeah. With Venti. And, God, he was trying so hard to... Stanley was trying so hard to keep the secret. I'm not the real Stanley. The real Stanley died at the Marjavari. Yeah. But he was trying to be a good mentor to Jack.
Seriously? It's just a shabby wooden sword. Still. With this sword in hand, Paimon bets the kids sure felt like invincible heroes, ready to take to the skies and do battle with their enemies. Huh? Appropriately shaped branches and drying poles could also, in the right tale, be the holy blade. But one day, a certain woman brought several wooden swords for the children to play with, so that the drying poles would stop being used in fights. Like, hey, we have a use for those. We need to get those clothes dry. And who is that? I do not know. It must have been someone who once lived here. Yeah, it does seem like the kingdom was once a lively place, with all sorts of people in it. When you think about it like that, the holy blade must have been very important. A normal sword can cleave flesh, but the holy blade can cleave spirit and will. Separating them? It sounds very Yamato from DMC. As such, even impervious dragons and formless illusions are no match for it. If the story of our adventure team is to reach its end, we will need the blade. Is it really that powerful? It just looks like a cheap wooden sword. Just take its holiness at face value. Or the belief of everyone of it being the holy blade made it the holy blade. Sure, if you say so, but it doesn't look like we can reach it right now. Let's continue exploring. Maybe we'll find some way to break this magical bubble. Let's continue on. Princess Lyris is still waiting. Yep. Gotta save the princess. Just went from a voice acting heavy short stream to this, so. I mean, if he's chill, I'm chill. I was about to hit him, and I'm like, nah, he's not going to react. We're all good, buddy. Oh, yeah. Should we check around for any chests? And down we go. I'm also looking at those spots though and being like, huh. Chest? Is there a chest around here, chat? I have to know. I have to search. I have to look at least. Oh, hello. Well, it's not great. Fundamental here, Narzissenkreuz Kingdoms 2. Ordinary wildlife. Impetuous creatures. More show up. Dealt with them before. Yeah. Anne's way of speaking has definitely changed as we've gone on. Well, her memories are coming back. Rediscovering her past. Bubble formation. Bubble formation's here. Hydro grind them out. Of course. Oh, right. I forgot you just have to press X to take them out. Dang it. Actually, why is there a bubble formation here too? Was this meant to prevent invaders from kidnapping the princess? Yes, that is the case. Also, we ran into some enemies earlier. Didn't you say that when Princess Lyris gave you her treasure, the tower stagnated, and even Narcissus could not enter? There's a lot of stuff here that doesn't make sense. What's going on? I don't know either. I never thought about what would happen after we entered the tower. Also, this place feels very strange. I don't understand. I should never have been here before, but I find myself recalling, feeling many things.
Well, they said the sword can separate spirit and soul, right? What if the princess of the tower separated her memories from herself, sent those out? Or spirit, or whatever. Whatever the case ends up being. And that's Anne.
Do you two not feel it? No. Paimon doesn't either. Well, do you know what this place is, Anne? This was the assembly hall of the Narzissenkreuz Institute. The children would study here normally. I remember now. This was a lovely place. There was no sunlight, but it was always lively here.
Narzissenkreuz Institute. Yeah, the kids brought up she would read them tales and take on different roles.
The children were all of different dimensions, some of them as different as the two of you. But here they would study together, listen to the tales of the Hydro Archon, and to tales older still.
Egeria, and then older, right? Sovereigns.
Dimensions? I mean that some children were very small, and some were somewhat larger.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because dimensions can mean a lot of things.
Hey now, Paimon might be small, but she's got a big heart. Anyway.
Oh, sorry. Paimon.
Anyway, what about the princess? Was she a child too? Would the children hear stories about her? I don't know. Huh. Why does Paimon get the feeling that the story started drifting away from the princess ever since we teleported here? No, this place must have something to do with her. We must be able to find her at the end of this road. She will be happy to see us. Well, you're the local. Paimon trusts you.
Nah. Keep moving ahead. Keep moving forward. Yeah, the music is always so beautiful. And I've said it before, but I love how each region connects to the music so deeply.
Waiting for us at the end of the line.
That you can just tell which part you're in of the world of Genshin by which track it's playing. That's really, really fun. You hear the sound of a bell? Question mark. That's the sound of the bell.
Ooh, does that mean the adventure's coming to a close? Princess Lyris is close? Don't seem to be any paths leading forward. Anyway, check what's inside this chest.
Exquisite.
Paimon see what's inside. A feather? Put feathers in treasure chests. Do that on a whim?
I mean, we find feathers all the time. It's just, they're artifacts. Yeah, I know. Oh, yo, please give me more artifact inventory. I know, I do actually intend to soon to go through my artifacts and purge at least 100, but that's through like my gladiators and wanderers troop and stuff. Also, yes, let's check this feather out. Is this it? No, different feather. There we go. Green feather accessory. Sometimes this feather has the power to advance the story forward and bring it to an end. Its appearance itself represents a power that transcends the story. Old yet well preserved, it must have been cherished by many people. Not bound by this world. Not bound by the story. World is what I should say. Also, 2,000 limit. We'll eventually hit that for story items. Dang, I didn't realize we're already halfway there. Just seems like such a crazy number when you start the game. Wait, we're back where we started.
Paimon's kinda dizzy. There are so many books here.
Or just a place that looks a lot like where we started. Is this a library? Is this a bookstore? Deja vu, perhaps.
Huh. You know, Paimon thought that she hadn't fully woken up yet, but haven't these things happened before?
Do we have to use the feather, the green feather we just got, to break beyond the story's limits?
There will be another adventure, and another one after that. So, even though the princess is waiting for us at the end of this road, it's just a bunch of connected loops with no real end?
On the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road.
Huh. Do you have an idea, traveler?
Any thoughts, Anne? Let's go over what we know first, then. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know anything about what happens after this. Then let's take stock real quick. Have you noticed anything, Paimon?
You're asking Paimon? Hold on a moment. First, the paths here have been connected such that they form a ring, right? In that case, there'd be no getting out. Except that we were able to get on these paths, so there should be a way off them. There has to be a point from which we can break through. Next, we saw that super powerful sword, or something.
Yes, the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz.
It should be the key item in some way.
Do we take the feather to that? And why do you think that?
Well, it looks like a wooden sword, but it was inside a protective barrier. Would all that trouble be necessary if it wasn't important?
Good point, Paimon.
So, Paimon thinks we need to get that sword.
Was there any other notable thing?
Paimon can't think of anything at the moment. But that said, this towel sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it?
Like an elevator up or down, perhaps?
Paimon didn't just make that one up, by the way. When we passed this way before, it did feel weird how this towel is not connected to the others. Now it has a different pattern.
It does.
It could be a trap.
That's what I was thinking about as well. Good work, Paimon.
Wait, why are you praising Paimon so seriously all of a sudden? Paimon's not used to this.
But you really do have an impressive mind, Paimon. As for me, my head's a mess. I can't get my thoughts straight.
Don't beat yourself up too much. You're being assaulted by strange memories in this place. Anyway, let's think of how we can get out of this loop based on the stuff we thought of earlier.
Well, do we have to gather a feather? Well, let's see. What happens when we get back to the sword? The sword and the stone. Except for it's not a stone. Not this time. There's a sword in the lake, though. Yes, use the feather accessory. That's what I was thinking. Oh, use the feather that we just got. Use green feather accessory ×1 to break the seal on the holy blade. Feather was used before has reappeared. Limited use feather. Awesome. Unlimited feather works. Jabberwock's holy sword. Not called the Narzissenkreuz holy blade. Jabberwock.
We finally got it, the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. Wait, what's this?
So definitely check out that description, chat. Jabberwock's holy sword. A holy sword that bears a special meaning in a certain story. Go back or go forward? Oh, now there's two little guys here, and they both are not attacking. Well, I'll leave you little guys. Then they just became hostile, but huh, there was one, now there's two. And there's also two here now. We have to beat them, yeah. Wait, Paimon, you're saying the line again. Ordinary wildlife.
Every time you blink, more of them show up.
Impetuous. Right, and the line, you've dealt with them before, and remembers the loops. Well, it seems Paimon didn't. Oh. Let's do this. Then let's do this. Oh. There we go. I'm Charlotte. Heal up next time we're in a fight. Hey, at least we're getting some mats we can use. I won't turn down that. Yeah, it's so beautiful but abandoned, right? And that moves locations. Now there's two. Now it's more obvious why they put these here. It's because they're like, well, we'll have you going through a loop. We don't want you to take too much time. Sound of a bell. And every time we hear it, is that the loop resetting?
Because there was a chest. This happened before?
Ah, no chest though. Yep. Ooh, I need to grab that.
Paimon's kinda dizzy. There's so many books here. Someone wants this tale of adventure to never end.
Someone.
What are you on about, traveler? You know what? Paimon thought that she hadn't fully woken up yet, but haven't these things happened before? But the future of a story that constantly repeats will never come. But we must keep moving forward. Yes, Princess Lyris waits at the end of this path. Ooh, Paimon knows. The last time we were here, you said, on the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we... On the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road, didn't you? Then there must be a way.
Let me get some of that more. Yippee. Another loop. Doing rules of 3. There's 3 here. Is there gonna be a 4th next time we go through? You are Rio, I love you. Yes, you big baby. Yeah. Silly cat on my lap as usual. But the blade is gone. So it's not like that resets. And now there's 3! Hi guys. I'll leave you alone. Not forced to fight ya. Maybe we don't tell A's. And of course, as there's more, they'll get progressively harder. Cheese. Not bad. Wait, I didn't think I got... I was going to say, I had that infusion for a long time. I didn't think it was that long. Maybe I just hadn't paid attention properly before. Again, at least regain some of those pearls. Some more here as well again. Now there's all three. Oh. That's where we just came from, right? Oh? I was like, we just came from there, right? Well, there we go. Yeah, go backwards. Yeah. If they want you to keep moving forward, just turn around. Oh, hell yeah. Because I was like, wait. Hold on. Cool. I wonder how early you can trigger that then. The correct direction. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder when you can trigger that then. That door. If you can do it on the very first one, or on the second one, or like I did. Not fully through, but on that third one there. It's really interesting. And now everything's kind of back to normal. Not a whole bunch here anymore. I wonder if you do complete it. Does the game just go like, hey, here's a hint. Here. But we got the blade, right? Here's before it reappeared. Okay, yeah, we got the Jabberwock blade. I was like, that's not the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. That says it's different. But it said it was for a different story, right? Special meaning in a certain story at Jabberwock's. Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz.
This is the Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz.
Finally! The Holy Blade is ours!
Thanks, Paimon. Ooh, actually have it.
It doesn't look like much, but once its powers are awakened, it will become a destructive and invincible weapon.
Yeah, be careful waving that around.
How is it, Traveler? Can you feel its power?
Oh, unlimited power. This really is just a wooden toy sword.
Come to think of it, Anne, you did mention that the Holy Blade was originally a wooden sword that kids played with.
That's right. When the young heroes from the Narzissenkreuz adventure team would pick this sword up, they would become able to defeat all foes in their tale.
That's what you and the rest of the Oceanids call yourself, the Narzissenkreuz adventure team. And they said the kids played with them. Does that mean they're all kids? So I guess maybe Anne not included. I guess we'll have to see. That's why they're so focused on the fairy tale and the roles and the adventure.
Well, let's just take this sword, shall we? Who knows? It might come in handy later, and if not, we can take it as a souvenir.
Fair enough. Paimon won't let a possible treasure stay behind. Do we need to collect a third sword yet? Who's a 3? Ah, a holy sword that bears a special meaning in a certain story. It belongs to no one. The Holy Blade of Narzissenkreuz. Is it more of a, like, it's our weapon? It's not one person's holy sword, it's the Holy Sword of Narzissenkreuz. belongs to all of them. Narzissenkreuz as a whole. Continue onward. Go on with the help the Holy Blade's power. Yep, go back once again. You went forward, now go back. And yep, to the definitely not an elevator. Going down.
Open the path forward.
Yeah, cool. We're almost going down an inverted tower then, rather than going up a tower. Multiple levels. Ah! And with the different amounts that we had seen before. Yep.
Looks like the path leads downward rather than forward. This is a really long descent.
Oh, into the water.
It's so creepy.
Don't worry, Anne. Traveler's really reliable and really good with a wind glider, too. Paimon knows you're worried about what might come afterward, right? Well, don't be. A real adventure is not only filled with challenges, but also with unknowns. The most important thing is to come back from completing those challenges and unknowns in one piece, and gain something in the end as well. Isn't that right, Traveler?
True.
We've come this far. It would be a shame to give up now. You did say that Princess Lyris would be just up ahead. True. I believe in you, Knight Traveler, and in Paimon. You are wise and powerful, and you are also kind people.
And ding ding ding, we have a winner. In that case, let's go. Ad Astra Abyssosque, as Catherine always says.
Oh man, can't wait for Not Cry, Catherine. Catherine will become playable, not cry. That would be crazy at some point. Playable. Yeah, and the different amounts that we had seen before. Really interesting, man. Ah, teleport! Good thing I took out my wind glider again. Dropping us down here.
Paimon feels like something should happen right about now.
I feel uneasy too. I've been frightened ever since we came down here.
No need to worry. Traveler will protect us no matter what, right?
Of course I will. Yes, I believe in the two of you. I just don't know what we will encounter later.
We'll take anything as it comes. Still, best to be prepared. Traveler, we might be in for a battle with Narcissus, for all we know.
I mean, that kind of looks like a boss arena, and with the outline around it, I'm a little suspicious. Well, if it is, our battle will be legendary. Can we knock it in? I'll just run around the outside. I have a feeling as soon as we enter that bubble... Oh, there's like a big old hearth there. Really big hearth. Okay, now let's head. Defeat the dragon. They name it Narcissus. Ah, Oceanid. Yeah. Let's do that. And that. Oh. Come on. Okay, not taking more damage. Okay. Ah, of course. It does work like an ocean head. Let's see. Okay, out of that. But now let's use... can't believe they're using the Oceanid mechanics as well here, after so long. Save burst for Narcissus.
Yeah, you finally backed up.
Fit for rapids. Oh, yep. Yeah, so this. What was that? There was an event version of the Ocean that who had those moves, right? You fucking wasted my shit, bro. Not happy about that. Oh, come on. Of course, the burst miss as well because it just floats. There we go. Take a lot, Narcissus. But what they named it, right?
So, why did we meet Narcissus in here? According to what we said before, the tower lost its time and thus stagnated. As such, no one could open it or enter it.
But this space is not within the tower. We teleported to a different place from the tower.
True.
Huh, that's right. Paimon forgot that had happened.
Sorry.
Paimon forgot that happened. But if that's the case...
But how? No, that can't be true. The princess should be in the tower. I mean, that was the adventure team's only hope in this dark world.
Did we just kill the princess? Was the princess Narcissus?
If she isn't, just our adventures, the remaining, Petit Shaw, and the others.
But we did take out the biggest threat to the kingdom, didn't we? That's a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. Paimon, thank you. Thank you both. Anyway, the story's not over.
Yep, look over there. There's a place we haven't been to before. Maybe we'll find more clues there, huh?
Continue onward. Kingdom through the looking glass. Keep going. You can vaguely sense that the final destination is right up ahead. Okay, there were some. I was going to say, make sure my inventory is clear again then.
Tons of resources here. Gotta be some clues.
How long will it take to look through it all?
That's fine. I'm down for some lore reading. Ooh. Rather aged research. According to the ancient theater and mysterious research hidden here, we believe that the documents and folklore discovered within Petrichor, the name of the place, the research team from Institute of Natural Philosophy holds that. So Petrichor, is that where we are? Or somewhere else that we're going to go? Rather age certificate. The duty will be taken up by Basil Elton, former naval commander. May her steely temper be itself tempered by the family she will establish with these children going forward. That's not you, Anne. That's someone else then, right? What's that idiot thinking? Well, whatever. Might as well have some fun post-retirement. Oh, probably.
What's that idiot thinking? Well, whatever. Might as well have some fun post-retirement.
Because I'm assuming that's her rather aged notes. 1 serving of flour, 1 of sugar, 1 of melted butter, 2 of eggs, a large amount of milk with which to make foam. Are you kidding me? What exactly is a large amount? A large amount, right? Remember it well this time. 15 minutes at 180 degrees is not the same as 5 at 540. True. Yeah, it won't bake the same way. This is one thing. I like cooking a lot. I don't love baking. I'm okay with baking, but I love cooking just because I can throw kind of whatever I want in there. Make something yummy. Rather age records. decided to incorporate the Institute for Raising Orphans and the Children of Criminals into the public welfare system, considering the ruins of a previous civilization upon which it is situated, shall be named. The seat of director was established in honor of the Hydro Archon's great virtue, and has been taken on by a gentle-natured Oceanid. The title of vice director is to be taken up by one who displays exceptional moral quality and ability. Did we just kill that director? An Oceanid? And we just did the Oceanid boss fight? And then vice director, that could be Anne. Hey, buddy. Lay down. He's just readjusting. You silly boy. Other age diary.
Linking up with Ingold, Guillotine,
Or Guotin. Gulotin?
Guillotine, and the rest of the old gang will go some way towards solving the dispersion problem. This situation is no place for personal feelings, but one person can lack them completely.
But if you separate feelings from yourself,
I can only hope that they aren't treating my dear old Sponsian too poorly, or let it rust in the harbor. And I hope my skills haven't rusted away either.
Yeah. The lady from before, the retired admiral, right? Or, I'm trying to remember her title exactly.
I hope all goes well. I still want to watch the doe rise to the sounds of play outside the window. I still want to watch them grow into fine adults.
Yeah, so she did. She did find family in them. What do you say, Hunter? Chlorand.
Anything relevant? Go over there, shall we?
Story.
There's a book here too.
A picture book, huh? It suits you, Paimon.
Well, that's because of Paimon's unique sensibility, you know. Picture books just speak to her better.
This book gives me a strange feeling.
Oh. So I never realized how thin the little Oceanids Anne's wings get. That's like paper then. That's basically 2D. Crazy.
Not Paimon. A long, long time ago, in a place far, far away, there's once a beautiful and kind princess named Lyris. And yep, she's our main character.
Long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Nice. Oh man. I think I love so much of Star Wars. There's more recent stuff that's been mixed, but oh man. The OGs, the prequels, Clone Wars. The games, of course, early 2000s, late 90s games. Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. Battlefront, of course. Commandos. Yeah, Republic Commandos. Oh man, so many great games.
I don't want this name. That's not what you said before.
Do you want to read it too, Anne? In that case, Paimon's going to continue. Ahem. Oh, come on. It's just a story. There's no need to be fussy. Anyway, protagonist needs an antagonist, an evil one at that. And our evil antagonist, well, that's the dragon Narcissus. So evil is he that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that he cares about their feelings, though. He sowed destruction across the land with the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turned cities to dust. His burning breath reduced nations to ash. At last, only the princess's realm remained safe. But because the princess worked tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus' plot to destroy everything could not succeed.
So in Narcissus' story, I'm the evil villain.
Right, the one going against. In Narcissus' story. From Narcissus' perspective, you're the antagonist. That is true, right? Depending on who it's from, the POV.
This is kinda weird. This started like a storybook, but it also feels like it isn't. Traveler, you've got the bigger brain here. You have a look too.
Gladly.
Read carefully.
Oh, okay. Teleport waypoint unlocked. Oh, and I noticed the environment changed.
Huh? What?
We're inside it. We're inside the fairy tale. We're inside the book.
What is this place?
This is the real Anapasis.
Ah. And Act 3 starts if she no longer dreams of you. Oh, darn. Well, I guess we're starting then.
Huh? Paimon wants to say that the book's contents were really weird, but it's really not much when compared to this, is it?
The world should be like this, not like how it is outside. Children should be able to play under the sun, in the grass, without fear of hindrance or harm.
This place does feel pretty comfy, yeah. Paimon feels way better than she did back when we were adventuring throughout the kingdom. There's no sunlight there at all.
Is that how it is? One mystery follows another.
Never mind that. This place really is nice. It's gotta be Princess Lyris's garden, right? Say, traveler, when our adventures are over, why don't we find a place like this to live?
Yeah, Lumine, Aether, and Paimon.
We can eat tasty fruits, plant lots of sweet flowers, and we can invite our friends over as guests. We could all live together happily. What do you say?
Sure. Let's put a pin in that for now.
Then it's agreed. Still, we should focus on helping Anne find the princess first, huh?
Hide and seek, hide and seek. Oh,
Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go?
Huh, sounds like someone's singing over there.
is this the princess? And after that...
Let's go have a look.
Oh right, I did also want to check this out on stream. The achievements we got from this quest so far. And after that, the knight defeated the Demon King, saving the imprisoned princess. Light has returned to the kingdom. Hardships experience. To obtain the holy blade that might defeat the Demon King, the knight broke into the ancient city, sealed using magic. So that's the one we got from completing part 1, and then this from part 2. Hardships after that. Still, it's told. Those achievements are told like the perspective of we're still in the fairy tale, right? Oh, we have another? Another one. Deep fried ice cream. Okay, yeah. Imkesor. Got it. The motor reaction. Cool. I got that, I think in Abyss recently. Anything else? Ash and prickly bears. Oh yeah. Beach breeze, holiday resort. Yep, of course. That was awfully short. I'm going to quickly, very quickly, here, you guys can enjoy Charlotte for a little bit. I'm going to check. Oh, what is this quest name again? If she no longer dreams of you. I'm going to see how long this is, because I did do a voice acting sort of stream earlier, which it wasn't super long either, but you know, I don't want to tire out my voice too much. She no longer dreams of you, right? Yes. Genshin. If she no longer dreams of you, search filter, over 20 minutes. Let's see. She no longer dreams of you, world quest. It seems like it's pretty quick. Most people seem to be doing it in like half an hour. 20 minutes to half an hour. That one's an hour, but... You know what? It does tie to the image I used for this part, the second part, so let's do it. Like, if it's another half hour, that's totally fine. Acts 2 and 3 together being just over an hour. Yeah, let's do it. I might have to edit the title and change the thumbnail, but that's fine. I'll do the work.
Onward then.
You have arrived at the real Anapausis. It's beautiful, idyllic. Hello.
Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go? To a great sea without borders, to the place from which all lives flow. All lives flow.
Hey there.
Oh, surprise you.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I was just preparing some tea and didn't notice you. Come sit. Snacks will be ready soon.
Very blue. Blue hair, blue dress, blue and white. Blue accessories. Ah. That symbol's still in the middle of the tablecloth, though.
Ooh, snacks.
Yes, and ours are very good. Ah, but I must say this first. We can only start once the bell rings. It'd be quite rude to do otherwise. Where are you from, by the way? Why, you are a fascinating combination, aren't you? A handsome young man, a small little Oceanid, and your beautiful floating friend.
Paimon's Paimon, and he's Traveler.
Oh, and I was going to say, hiding behind the teacup. Or the teapot.
Huh, is it just Paimon, or does Anne look unhappy?
She might have been reminded of something.
Ah, and this Oceanid is our friend, Anne.
Mary Ann. Ah. Sharing similar names, then.
Oh my, a fine name indeed. In that case, please call me Marianne.
Was her name also Anne? But she's like, add the Mary to it.
My, what a pleasant surprise. It has been a long time since I met someone from outside. Where are you from?
Well, we're...
A little complicated for Paimon and Traveler.
Actually, Paimon's not sure either. We defeated the fell dragon Narcissus, and then we ended up here somehow.
The fell dragon Narcissus, you say? That must have been a frightening foe.
Did you think so, Traveler?
Not really. In a manner of speaking, I suppose. My, I've heard that Narcissus has hurt many, has turned many kingdoms to ash. Defeating him was an impressive feat indeed.
Oh, so you know about him too. Great! We're from the Narzissenkreuz kingdom, and we're looking for Princess Lyris. Do you know where we might find her?
Princess Lyris, you say? I'm afraid I do not know. But she should be here. Is that the case, Anne? But I have lived here for a long, long time, and yet I have never seen any princess. Perhaps she might be somewhere else.
The princess is in another castle, in another tower.
Is that so?
Sorry, I'm gonna get you a drink of water. Totally flubbed that.
Is that so? But before we came here, we read a book about that princess, how she's beautiful and kind and stuff.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with any such person. On the flip side, you, Traveler, do look like a prince from a distant land.
The focus shift to us? You hear the sound of a bell. That mean we can eat?
Is that the bell?
Yes, that's the signal for tea time. In the past, the children would throw down their wooden swords the moment they heard this bell. They would come into the hall to have snacks.
We have the 2 swords, or 2 of them at least, plus the feather.
They're not here now, but I think it best to follow the rules all the same. They'd be quite disappointed otherwise, I suspect. Well then, shall we?
I mean, can we reconstitute them in here? I'm pretty sure they're the kids out there who the Oceanids cut the constructs, right?
Don't mind if I do. Thanks, but I'm not hungry at the moment.
Hooray! Snacks!
Yeah, let's be polite for the moment. You and Paimon enjoy the snacks together. They look very beautiful, but they're tasteless like pure water. Are they also Oceanid constructs? I'm sure Nervalette would enjoy pure water, though.
How were they?
Well, they were great, although Paimon couldn't really taste them. Are you on a low sugar diet or something, Marianne?
My apologies, Paimon. I just made them as I remember them, so I'm not sure if they'll taste all that good.
Oh, don't worry about it. At least Paimon's full now.
Well, in that case, let me take you all out on a stroll.
Curious. Strange. You have arrived. It's a beautiful place. Sorry, are we walking a bit too... Oh, well. I was going to say walking a bit too slow and then tried running. I was like, oh.
This is a flower garden that we've painstakingly taken care of. Lovely, isn't it? I've heard Basil say that caring for children is like caring for a flower. Basil.
Is it basil? Like, you know, have I been saying it wrong? Because I didn't immediately think of like, oh right, basil, the herb, but it could be. Yeah, that's probably how they meant it.
Caring for a flower, you need good soil, sufficient sunlight, frequent watering, and you can't let them grow however they want.
Sounds like this Basil is pretty smart.
In fact, we must get rid of pests from time to time as well.
Actually, Basil sounds pretty dangerous too.
Ah, she's very capable indeed. Making snacks, caring for flowers. She can do it all. It would be nice if I could introduce her to you. I have been caring for the flowers here all this time, in hopes that some friends might come. I might show them how they have bloomed. And well, here you are.
Well, it's a shame that they aren't in bloom right now, though.
Well, we just need to water them, and they'll be fine. Hide and seek. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? To the halls.
Ah, this seems to be for us. As drops of water stay in the soil, the garden black, the sunflowers spring from the earth, grow quickly and bloom. Very magical then. We just had to pick some of our sunflowers, because otherwise squirrels were getting into them. Or rodents.
Aren't they beautiful?
That was quick.
Well, they've been waiting for friends to arrive, after all, and with your arrival, they were so excited. All they needed then was a little encouragement, a little rain to get them going.
Huh, so that's how it is. Nature really is amazing, huh?
I suspect this exceeds the realm of amazing. Nature really is amazing. Do you like them, Anne? They're very beautiful, like gleaming gold. I knew you would. I love them too, after all. You're from a very, very far away place, aren't you, traveler? What sort of flowers bloom there?
Indeed, that's right.
Describe the flowers your sister wears in her hair. Those do sound like lovely flowers. But I fear that they'll be hard to find now.
Traveler.
Yeah, flowers from our homeland. How she, too, must love these flowers.
Then let us speak of other flowers. I've always been in Fontaine, never gone elsewhere. That said, a friend of mine has been to Sumeru. I heard from him that there are many flowers there that can't be found here.
True?
Those that grow on cliffs, ones that only open at night, some even grow on cacti.
I farmed all of those.
And that's when he realized that there were no cacti in Fontaine. Had to give me a separate explanation. He was always the serious sort. He was the smartest of us when we were young. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. It must be a little too exciting for me, meeting new friends like this. Well then, Paimon, have you seen any special flowers?
I mean, albedo. Right? The flower you made from another world.
Mondstadt's dandelions come to mind.
Dandelions? Oh, do you have any of their delightful seeds with you?
Of course.
Well, we might.
Dandelions, dandelions, bloom, bloom, bloom.
Dandelion seeds can indeed be found on Paimon. Marianne happily blends them in the soil. Okay, so they don't actually force you to go farm for them.
Ah, yes. What sort of flower is a dandelion?
Paimon thought you knew. Well, how should we put this? The dandelion flower is made of many tiny white flowers, and these white flowers have seeds on them. When the wind blows, these tiny flowers will scatter along with the wind, and they will take root and sprout elsewhere, eventually making new flowers. Cool, huh?
Wow, they really are. I didn't know such a flower existed, but I've heard about something similar.
Ooh, what sort of flower is that?
It's not a flower, but it's a story about water. In a certain place, there's a peaceful body of water.
Ah, similar to, the primordial sea or oceanids.
Later, with disturbance, there came ripples, and droplets appeared in those ripples, droplets that had life in them. This life left the water and turned into different forms.
Yeah, the oceanids.
But though they were all made of water, gulfs opened between them due to these differences. Each drop of life was very weak, but each was beautiful in its own way. The dandelions you spoke of, Paimon, remind me a lot of that story. A flower that was once united as one would be separated, would bloom, and each piece would become itself. But a single drop of water is weak, will dry up easily. Together, they will be strong, and yet they will no longer be themselves. Is that how it is with dandelions too? Do you think that's a good thing?
Paimon doesn't really get it. What do you think, Traveler?
They may be weak, but the distance is necessary. It might not be a bad thing for them to unite. People can unite, and yet maintain their personhood.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can be part of a group, but still be you.
Can they? Really? I think I understand where you're coming from, Traveler.
What you're talking about sounds like what happened to Al, Petit Joe, and the others. To help us, they melted into one, turning into that big bubble.
Yep, like earlier in the quest.
Yes, I still remember. Well, it might be meaningless to say this now. Let's have a little walk again, shall we? Ah, yes, I can take you to see our dog.
Are they back? Have they been reconstituted? They did talk about that.
You got a dog, Marianne?
Yes, he's a silly dog. Accompanying me. He's the best dog, my best friend.
Yeah. Something along those lines. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't have much to comment on since they are revealing stuff to us pretty organically, but yeah, it's very interesting as they go what they choose to tell us, then leave to ourselves, own devices.
Paimon doesn't see him though.
It's feeding time. My guest, please do the honor.
Feed the dog in quotations. Is it going to be that oceanid boar from before? Forgetting the name. Doggy, yep. Noble sir, it is an honor to receive food from you. A pleasure to see you again as well, Miss Marianne.
Oh, are you good, doggy?
Good doggy?
And how do you do, dear little miss?
Well, thanks for being polite and all, but... And what's going on?
I don't know, but this can't be Mori. He has always kept me company.
Does this mean that we've been wrong all along about what dogs really look like?
Hard to say. I doubt it. Don't fuss over the details too much. Water can take any shape, and life can choose what form it must take. This, however, has nothing to do with its essence. That is a different matter.
Didn't Al say something similarly weird?
I have heard something similar said, that the body is a prison that restricts evolution. That person was once a child, like all the others.
Yeah, the children part of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team.
We and many others heard him tell many stories about how all life was originally formless, like water, how there are no barriers between souls, thus allowing them to compose an endless story.
That also sounds very similar to the Nog Cry teaser. They talked about the past once there was no boundaries between life, like anyone could do anything, like do whatever you could imagine essentially, or no boundary between life and death. Yeah, I'm forgetting the exact phrasing of it, but that sounds very similar to what was said there. The Moonlit Ballad.
Many have forsaken their bodies, for if water can be withdrawn from blood, so too can will be drawn out from one's form. But if you were to try to sprinkle water on the blackened dust that remains, it will not become blood again.
And
I remember something, even though I really didn't want to. How much do you remember, Anne? I don't know. There's just this flood of feelings and scenes, happy words and angry ones. I'm not sure. I understand. You go first, alright? And remember, be a good dog.
Understood. See you, Miss Marianne. See you, dear guests.
oh, this is bad. The number of things that don't make sense just keeps going up. If we hadn't seen the dog, Paimon would have forgotten all that stuff already. Didn't we say we were going to rescue Princess Lyris?
That's right. My apologies, but there is no princess here, only us. Today, we are simply fortunate to receive guests. But this is the end of the path. She has to be here.
But Marianne said... So, that's gotta mean that one of you is mistaken, right? Right, Traveler?
Do you really want to hear what I have to say?
And Marianne.
Of course. You've got the bigger brain here, don't you?
Paimon, all we experienced so far was just a story.
Wait, but didn't we team up with the Narzissenkreuz adventure team to defeat Narcissus' henchmen? Wasn't that real?
Think about it for a moment, Paimon.
And this is so interesting as well, connecting it to Simulanka. Like, what if a story becomes real? Can't a story be real and be its own world?
Is there even a Narzissenkreuz kingdom Is there even a Narzissenkreuz kingdom amongst the 7 nations?
Huh, you're right. Paimon didn't think of that. So, the adventure team, Al, Bitty Shoal, Colonel Kate, Jack, Mori, the 2 of us, and our adventures. They were all just characters in a story? No, that can't be. Paimon can't accept that. Didn't we encounter all kinds of stuff after going through the portal in the tower? There's a lot of stuff there that wouldn't fit if this was just a story. You know, like there is no... You know, like how there is no holy blade mentioned at the start. How a sealed tower still had monsters and bubble formations inside it.
Paimon, I think I understand what Traveler is trying to say. So, all the things that happened after we ascended the tower are things outside the realm of the story. Is that right? More accurately, those parts of the story have not yet been written. So, the Holy Blade, Narcissus, these were still inside the story. It's just that they had not been arranged correctly yet.
Paimon still finds it hard to imagine anyone who would create such a huge building just for a story.
I believe the structure already existed.
Yeah, we were in the ruins. Yeah, but it was recontextualized.
It was just used as the setting for the story.
Or, you know,
So that means that the things I recalled along the way were things that happened here before, and I'm just a character in a story. You're not merely a character. The fact that you can think about this means that you can remember it.
But if that's the case, who is Anne?
I am Anne. I must rescue Princess Lyris. All right. Traveler, Paimon, and dearest Anne, our time is up. I enjoyed our time together, but I'm afraid it is time for you to leave. Why did you have to say it was fiction if you already knew? Spare a thought for Anne's feelings at least.
oh, we got booted out of the story. Your vision blurs and you suddenly feel weightless as the temperature of the once warm air plunges rapidly to frozen waters.
What happened?
We got kicked out of the storybook.
But... Shh. There's no need to say anything, Anne. Shh. There's no need to say anything, Anne. I once heard my best friend tell a story about a beautiful princess trapped in a high tower. Before you arrived, I had a dream. I dreamed that I was a small, brave Oceanid, and we set out to save the princess.
Right, the blade that could separate spirit and soul.
And perhaps there are princesses in this world, and dragons too. But I also know that the world's affairs are rarely this simple. Why would a dragon be concerned with a princess after all? After waking up, I would find this dream laughable, yet nostalgic. Every time I thought about it. Do you remember now, Anne? No, there has to be some other way. If I can't save Princess Lyris, then what of my birth, my only wish? Do they have no meaning? Don't say that, Anne. Your birth was a beautiful accident. As things stand, I can only wish for you to live on for your own sake. Go, see the world. See how it has changed these past few years. Oh, sorry, how it has changed these past years. I wish for you to have your own soul, memories, personality, and wishes. I wish for you to be the master of your own fate, to experience all the beauty of the real world. Can you do that for me?
For all that is beautiful in the world.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Traveler, Paimon. It was my pleasure to meet you too, Anne. But the Anapausis is our tomb. I do not wish for you to linger here.
Marianne, why are you saying that? We can find a way to help you, can't we?
I sense that you are good-hearted and powerful indeed. Thank you, Paimon, Traveler.
Good-hearted and powerful. Paimon, I don't know if you're beating those Shade of Space allegations anytime soon. All the sus stuff that people say about Paimon and her nature and her power.
I'm just someone who sometimes enjoys dreaming of lovely adventures and wonderful futures. But I know what happened in the past. I already know that there's no going back. In the real world, everything has already ended. So this is farewell.
Oh. Flood time. Time to get the fuck out of here. Oh, yep. Time to swim. Go with the flow. You seem to have reached the end of the story. Oh, and it changed from Anne's story to Mary Ann's story, didn't it? Aw. Damn, man. They were dead all along, Chad. That sucks. It's really sad. Though I know that Narzissenkreuz stuff, in general, we still have a lot to go through. So this is just the beginning of, I think, a long chain of quests. Yeah, where we fought. Hearth. Going up. Up and out. Zan's still going to be with us. Continue our adventures with her. Back to where we ascended the tower. Is everyone back now? Seem to have reached the end of the story.
Anne.
Yeah, Anne's here, so Yep, we continue to uncover the past and the mysteries of Narzissenkreuz.
I'm sorry, Night Traveler. Paimon. I'd already started to feel that some things were off earlier in the adventure. As you led me off the story's track, I started to understand and recall some things. But I still want to rescue Princess Lyris. That is the reason for which I was born. I want to save her and bring the story to a happy end. I mean, I don't even know who she is. I only know that she is a gentle, lovely princess, trapped due to Narcissus' invasion.
Don't worry, Anne. At least we had fun while traveling with the adventure team, right? Traveler, did you know that things would turn out this way?
No, I thought we could help Anne.
Oh, well, if that's the case, we can still help Anne.
Huh?
Paimon didn't understand anything Marianne said there at the end. Did you, Anne?
I did, sort of. I could sense that she was speaking of something terrible that happened in the past.
Well, Paimon feels that that's unfair, not just to you, Anne, but to us too. That's why we've got to find out what happened. At least if we do, we can come up with some sort of plan.
Yep, let's uncover the past and these mysteries. Oh, that's so cool, man.
Whether it be saving the princess, or figuring out what Marianne said, or whatever, we just want to help you, Anne. Isn't that right, Traveler?
This story isn't over, Anne. We'll find a way. Okay.
Still, if this is all just a story, then there's one thing Paimon doesn't get. What role do we play, Traveler?
I can't be sure, but I think we're most likely
Going to be,
an accident. Undefined factors. And that's why we can bring this story to an end.
Yep, we're outsiders, witnesses, influence the fate of this world. If we can influence the fate of a story, why not the world?
Ah, Paimon gets it. So that's why Anne found us and brought us into the story. You might not have thought about it, Anne, but since we've been able to knock this story off course, that means that we've opened all sorts of unknown possibilities. Isn't that right, Traveler?
You could say that. Thank you, Night Traveler. Thank you, Paimon.
That's why we also need your help, Anne. And since we need to continue our adventure, well, can you think of anything that can help us figure out what to do next?
Narzissenkreuz Institute, right?
Let me think.
My memories contain a place known as the Narzissenkreuz Ordo.
Yeah, cool.
This place appears to have very deep connections to past events.
Sick man.
That's true. Narzissenkreuz Kingdom, Adventure Team. Yeah, they seem connected, all right. Do you have any idea where this Ordo might be?
No.
Oh, that's right. We're very experienced adventurers. If you need it found, we'll find it.
If she no longer dreams of you. Anne in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland, but Anne instead. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so curious. Like, all this is done has set up an amazing mystery that I want to find out more, man. Let's look at that achievement. Let's grab this as well. What did I get that for? Oh, is it Anne? Yeah. Anne and Marianne. Aw. Anne in Wonderland. Complete the tale of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team. Let's see. Which one does that mean up next? Fontaine Research Institute. I know, we still have so many major world quests to do, man. Yeah, so I guess Chronicles next is what we'll be doing next, like Genshin World Quest stream. It's all underwater. Alright, well, like I said, I think that's where we'll end it for tonight. That was... the overall story and setup was really interesting. The way you get sucked in and you're like, ah, yeah, of course, this is the world of Genshin. Of course there's Oceanids with names that have an adventure team. And then as you go deeper, it's like, yeah, things don't quite seem right. And every now and again, Anne does act a little off. Or say something a little strange and you're like, what's going on here? And then, of course, by the time we reach the end, it's like, we figured it out. And then it's like, so everyone here is dead. And these are just like memories or recreations of them or something going on like that. And then Anne. Yeah, I'm really curious to continue Anne's story and journey and uncover what happened in the past, what led to this disaster to Narzissenkreuz Institute, Narzissenkreuz Ordo. I'm very curious. And yeah, getting mentions in there. Again, Hyperborea. I think that's one of the earlier mentions of it. And I can't wait to learn more about that, because of course we'll be getting more Hyperborea related stuff in Nogcry. Yeah, I mean, just such a great, like, a lore tease quest. Like a great setup to the mystery and uncovering those mysteries in the future. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this playthrough, of my voice acting doing it, or of, you know, remembering your first time going through this quest. What did you guys think back then? Feel free to let me know. But, like I said, that's where we'll leave it off. And if you guys enjoyed,
Hey, feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
helps out so much. And I hope you guys all have a great day, great day, night, whatever time it is for you. Love you all. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. See ya. Yeah, I was not anticipating being able to finish it tonight. I honestly thought I would have to do like a part 3 or something, but dang, we're able to do it. It's pretty poggers, chat. Hey, I'm slowly catching up on World Quest, guys. maybe we'll be caught up with major World Quests when Nogcry comes out. That's the goal, at least. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on by, hanging around. I truly do love and value each one of you, and thank you guys so much for all the support as always. Bye-bye. See ya.